Hello penny pickers, my name is Dehan. Welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 4 more biotech penny stocks to watch in the month of January and going throughout 2021. We've had some great bangers on this channel with our penny stocks, and we're going to be looking at some more. So let's dive on in. So the first biotech penny stock on our list is going to be Aileron Therapeutics Inc. So as far as clinical stage biopharmaceutical companies go, Aileron Therapeutics has captured a lot of attention. This company is currently working on several drugs to aid in the fight against cancer. This includes ALRN-6924, which is a chemoprotective agent that is currently in clinical testing. Chemotherapy is currently the main treatment for many types of cancer, and that isn't going anywhere soon. But Aileron is working on producing chemotherapy results with less side effects and without the risk of damaging healthy cells. The company states that ALRN-6924 could potentially mitigate certain side effects while also increasing quality of life for patients. On Monday, January 11th, shares of ALRN stock shot up about a staggering 42%. The main reason behind this is the announcement of the completing registered direct offering. So this offering, worth around $35.9 million, reflects the sales of around 32.6 million common shares at $1.10 per share. In addition to this, the company has also completed at the market offering for 9.89 million shares of common stock, adding around 12.7 million in gross proceeds to its balance sheet. Now, Manuel Avido, CEO of Aileron, states that with the completed offering, we are well positioned to continue advancing towards our vision to bring chemo protection to all patients with P53 mutant cancer, regardless of cancer type of chemotherapy. The company plans to use these funds to conduct clinical trials of ALRN-6924 amongst other new research projects. With this in mind, ALRN could be one of the biotech penny stocks to watch early on in 2021. Now, a lot of you guys have been mentioning recently, oh, well, you're releasing these penny stocks and they're already booming on up. Well, this one is not booming on up currently, even though most of the penny stock picks we pick continue to boom even after we pick it. Obviously, we're not going to get into them perfectly every single time, but we've had a couple of great calls out there, guys, and they're still doing amazing, days after I call them on my videos. So this one is going to be ticker symbol ALRN. Currently, this one was down about 6.25%. But that's not that bad because short-term, mid-term, and long-term analysts are very bullish on this stock. As you can see, we're making higher highs every single time. This stock trades around, 400,000 to 1 million shares every day. Here we have a support around this $1.15 area. The stock here hit a high of about $2.47, pulled back down all the way. Now we're consolidating and hitting that support level around that $1 area once again. And then we broke up with more volume here picking up. We had about 39 million shares, and then we had about 31 million shares. The stock ran from about $1 all the way to about $1.92 and then pulled back a little bit. So almost about an 80-90% gain right there just in a matter of a few days on some positive news. And what we're going to be looking out for is for this news to continue to push the stock higher and higher throughout 2021. If we can break through this resistance of about $2.30, we can continue to make higher highs. As always, guys, you destroyed the like button on my channel. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. You guys are doing a lot for me. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new penny stock video. I make videos every single day updating you guys. We just hit 12,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. If you guys are interested in joining Webull, Robinhood, M1 Finance, links in the description. Get your 2 free stocks when you sign up with Webull. And as always, thank you very much. The second biotech penny stock on our list is going to be Assertio Holdings. So this one, if you're looking for an alternative pharmaceutical stock, ASRT, could be worth taking a look at. The company states that its drugs are aimed at treating specific ailments such as acute pain, neuropathic pain, and other indications. Assertio currently has a long list of drugs in its pipeline that include Cambia, Zipsor, and Nicenta IR. Together, these drugs make up the company's large portfolio of specialized treatments. In December, the company announced that it will be reconstructing its business to help reduce costs and improve ASRT's business model altogether. Now, Arthur Higgins, chairman of the Assertio, states that to adapt to the current market environment and maximize shareholder value, we are refocusing and substantially reducing our operating footprint, which is expected to result in significant cost savings. Now, throughout 2020, Assertio saw some big effects as a result of the pandemic, obviously, as many other companies did as well. Since then, the company has looked at several ways to improve its balance sheet. This includes the reconstructing plan, which should reduce its annual cost base by roughly $45 million. Now, since 2018, Assertio has paid off more than $720 million worth of debt, and that is a lot of debt. Now, this is a very substantial amount and something that investors may want to take note of. So Assertio is reconstructing and changing leadership with the ultimate goal of cost savings for the company. Looking ahead, Q4 earnings call could be the next event to keep in mind. In a prior update, management said it would give more details of its reconstructing milestones and achievements on that call. Now, if we take a look at this one actually had a pretty green day today. We were up about 2.45%. The ticker symbol is going to be ASRT, which is going to be right there for you guys. It is trading at about 61 cents per share right now. As we can see, the stock is trading at a low. Here we had negative news. The stock jumped from 67 cents all the way down here to about 35 cents. So it cut about 50% of its value right there. As you can see, volume has also been picking up about 1 or 2 million shares daily. And then we had here about 25 million shares and even 30 million shares plus. And now we're running back up from that 35 cents area all the way up to about 60. So we could say we have a support area here around this 34 cents area. And we're trying to break through back. So if we can break back through the 65 cents area, we can continue our run all the way until we hit our next resistance area around the 80 cents area. And then we can continue to make higher highs until we pass the $1 area and continue our move up to $1.25. And that's what we're going to be looking out for throughout 2021. And hopefully we have a great earnings call coming up. The number 3 penny stock is going to be one we also discussed earlier on in the week, and it's going to be Acasti Pharma. So as the pharmaceutical industry is seeing a lot of momentum right now, many pharma stocks have seen more popularity this year than in many years prior. Acasti Pharma is one of a handful of biotech penny stocks that continues to see bullish sentiment from investors. On January 11th, the shares of ACST stock rocketed higher by around 23% heading into the afternoon session. So if you guys saw that video that I uploaded, you guys would have caught that 23% gain on that day. Now, volume for that same period came in at around 180 million by the end of the session. ACST's rise on Monday is unfortunately not backed by any major news announcements, which can be the case with many penny stocks. ACST also saw a similar bullish run at the end of December, and that also didn't have any apparent catalyst to point to. For some context, Acasti Pharma is currently working on its pipeline of cardiovascular-focused drugs. This includes drugs that are used in the treatment of hypertriglyceridemia and more. This includes its flagship product known as CAPRE, which is currently in phase 3 clinical trials, something traders may want to consider in the speculative angle on the company. Acasti is currently exploring and evaluating a range of strategic alternatives. As you guys know, phase 3 trial, that means we're very close to the FDA PDUFA approval. Once we get to that stage, we have a higher success rate. It's around the 80% success rate because as the drug progresses further onto the stages, it has a higher success rate because if it wasn't, doing good and positive, the stock would not have made it that far into the stages. So that is very good that it's at a stage 3 right now. Hopefully we get past through that. Now, the company engaged Oppenheimer & Co. to aid in this initiative. The main reason for undertaking a strategic review of the company was to drive shareholder value. This includes potential merger, acquisition, or other initiatives that involve Acasti and or its products. So with this one, Acasti, it's going to be ticker symbol ACST. I know a lot of you guys want to see that on screen, so I always show it now. We were down about 5% today, trading at 66 cents. So this stock, like I said, we talked about this one in the previous days. So right here, we're trading around 27 cents before the Rona. Ran up, hit highs of about 81 cents. So a good almost 200%, a little bit closer to 200% gains. Short-term, mid-term, long-term analysts have this one on very bullish. And then we saw this, dump pretty much from about 70 cents all the way down here. We hit a new support area around this 19 cents, 20 cents area. And then volume started to pick up. We had great volume right here. 563 million shares traded. The stock jumped from 26 cents to a high of about 57 cents. So over 100% gain right there in one day. And we see volume is still good. 71 million shares, 195, and then 180 million shares today. So this stock is doing great. We went all the way from 26 cents all the way to about 70 cents. So we made close to around 200, 300% gain just in a matter of weeks on this penny stock right here. And we're going to be looking out for more positive news for this one to continue. If we can break through this 90 cents resistance or about $1 resistance, we can continue to make new highs and we'll see where it takes us from there. Last but not least, the fourth biotech penny stock is going to be Atossa Therapeutics Inc. All four of these started with the A. I don't know if you guys caught on to that in the beginning of this video, but every single one of these had an A in the beginning of its name. I thought it was just a fun fact for you guys. But another decent gainer of the day on January 11th was Atossa Therapeutics. By the end of the day, shares of Atossa stock had shot up around 10% to about $1.10. In July of last year, Atossa hit a high of about $4 before falling back down to the $1 mark only a few months later. But if we look at its chart, we see that it has a high correlation to news stemming from the pandemic. This is because the company is working on developing a viable treatment for the coronavirus. Early in 2020, Atossa Therapeutics began moving some of its resources from fighting breast cancer to fighting a vaccine treatment. As of a month ago, the company was in a phase 1 study to see the efficacy of its drug AT-301. So just in the beginning stages, this is a nasal spray that can be taken at home by those suffering from the coronavirus. The FDA has yet to approve any therapies that patients can use to treat Rona at home. This is one of the major reasons that this is such a big deal, because this could be potentially the deal breaker. This could be the big one. So back in November, the company stated that preliminary studies showed a high degree of safety in this product and that it was well tolerated by patients. The company states that it would like to partner with Rona testing businesses to offer point of diagnosis treatment options. This would be a major step for Atossa, and one that would be beneficial as case counts rise around the world every single day. One thing to consider is that the approval process will definitely take time to complete, but with fresh cash that was raised earlier in January, the company could be positioned for more progress and is something worth watching. So guys, this one was down about 4.55%. Ticker symbol ATOS, once again with that one. This one's trading at $1.05 right now. So as we can see, the stock was trading at 83 cents. Made highs here about $4, a little bit higher than that, $5 at one point, like we said in our previous clip. So the stock, started to sell off throughout the year and continue to go down. But we can see that something changed. So usually it trades less than 500,000 volume. And then here we can see ever since that January date, you can see that volume went, from about 29 million shares right there, even hitting highs here about 31 million shares. Volume is really picking up here in the past month or so, but the stock is here trying to consolidate and figure out a support right here around this 86 cents area or 85 cents area. What we're hoping for is for it to consolidate right there, bounce off of that support and then continue to break through, hopefully break through that first resistance at that $1.50 area. If we can break through that first resistance, the next one is going to be at this $2.50 area, and then we continue on going from there. But if this one gets approved, guys, we're going to have to follow this one for a while. But if it gets some good news and gets some approval and we go to the next stage and the next stage after that, this one could be a runner, because this is going to be the first one in its field, the first company that's going to be doing something like this with the nasal spray, where you can just do it at home and not have to do anything else, going to the doctor. So this is a major deal, and hopefully this is the company that we're going to be making some good gains on. So as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification. Leave a comment below what penny stocks you're looking at right now. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational purposes. We're just looking at some great potential with biotech penny stocks in the future. So before investing into any type of penny stocks, make sure you speak to your financial advisor. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.